Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the forexpeacearmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexpeacearmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings and Happy New Year, everybody. Let's briefly take a look at the euro currency, because you can see, and it's understandable that yesterday was the really thin day of trading, since a lot of people already have celebrating, and really there was no significant action on the euro currency yesterday. In fact, on the daily time frame, we see that market has formed the inside trading session. Today is the holiday, so we did not see any action today. Well, and the analysis that we have discussed previously still valid. The major concern here is whether this wash and rinse of these highs will have any continuation to the downside, or it will not. Because this is also could happen that market will continue to move to the upside. Because as we said, until market coils around the previous top, rounding around previous top, we can't say that we can't bet on any reversal to the downside, because coiling around still keeps door open for possible upward continuation. That's what about the longer term perspective. And the shorter term perspective, our major question is whether market will show any development to the downside, whether it will be any extensions, some sort of some deeper retracement, or not, or market will fail here and will show another attempt to move high. Well, as we said previously, this wash and rinse probably could be treated as on the lower time frame chart as some sort of the bearish engulfing or something, because unfortunately the MetaTrader software doesn't allow us to choose the time frame to watch on the market. So we have only 4 hour hourly chart and lower, but we do not have any between the 4 hour and daily. And some software you could choose the time frame that you would like to see, for instance 12 hours or any other time frame. And probably it's possible to choose the time frame where this wash and rinse will look like is the normal bearish engulfing pattern, or some sort of the railroad track and so on. That's why, from that point of view, as we know, usually the price action shows behavior as false when it forms the engulfing pattern, forms engulfing, shows some retracement inside of the body of this engulfing, and then starts to show the extension. The invalidation point of this pattern, that's also the stop grabber here on the daily time frame chart, is this high. So if market will take out of these highs, it will erase any bearish context in the short-term perspective that could appear here. So that's in fact invalidation point. Well, the target of this potential move down, short-term target, is challenging of these lows and some kind of the intraday EBCD action that should reach an area somewhere around this daily confidence support around 136.50 area. On the 4 hour time frame chart, we do not see much. Here I just have decided to draw the risk factor that we have discussed yesterday in our research, and we said that if market will hold above these lows, the risk factor is that market could form another butterfly sell. And take a look that by yesterday's action, market has retested the weekly pivot point and hold above it. Okay, so that could lead potentially to appearing of this butterfly sell, and simultaneously that could be some kind of the 3 drive sell pattern. So consider first 127 extension of the first butterfly, 618 retracement, appearing of the second butterfly, and move to the 127 of the second butterfly. That, take a look, coincides with the 1618 extension of the first pattern. So that's very typical combination for the 3 drive pattern, when the third drive stands at the crossing of the 127 of the second drive and 1618 of the first drive. That's very typical for this pattern. That's the risk factor. That's why currently the further development will depend on what price action market will show. So if we'll take a look on the hourly time frame chart, we see the invalidation points here and here. Because what in fact we see by this action, so market has shown plunge down, retracement right back up to the 50% level of this thrust down, and if market is really bearish, it should start move to the downside by this ABCD development. So if market will take out of these highs, this will increase the probability of appearing of the butterfly in the 4-hour time frame chart. Conversely, if market will start move to the downside and will take out of these lows, this will increase the probability to the moving to the downside, because in fact by taking out of these lows, market will erase the possibility of appearing the butterfly here, because it will take out of this area, and that in fact is an invalidation point of this most recent butterfly. Since market now is really thin and price action is very choppy and slab, so you can see this yesterday market in fact stands flat. It's forming these long shadows, so it indicates the indecision or just some sort of the apathy to the trading process, because really on the 31st of the December is very few people who probably make any trades. Well, here we see some sort of the bearish stop grabber. So here the stop grabber here, market now in the last hour of previous year has shown this move up. Well, it's really difficult to rely on these patrons, taking into consideration the situation, the circumstances where at which they have appeared. We will see what will happen. So if market will not increase this high and these stop grabbers will be valid, it's probably start move to the downside. Well, in this case, it's very big chances that market really will continue move to the downside. But if market will take out of this erase of this patron, will take out the high of this high wave patron and start move to the downside, well, in this case, really appearing of the butterfly will be significant. So that's all that I would like to say about the euro currency. So you can see we in fact do not have any significant patrons yet on the euro currency. Maybe in the very short-term perspective we could try to trade this butterfly, or maybe this ABCD patron to the downside, depending on the price action what will happen. But that is really the patrons that not very important by itself, but they are significant in terms of the direction, in terms of the destination point where they lead the market, and what will happen on the market after that. And mostly important thing right now is whether this high will hold or not, because if market will continue move higher, this will be really the challenge, the potential move to the upside. Well, so let's see what will happen with these butterflies. Maybe this market will form the free drive. Well, since we have the opportunity for patrons, we could trade them, but currently it's really thin market. It's very difficult to say how valuable these patrons. Maybe it also makes sense just to wait and see what will happen until market will not form something more significant. Also take a look that, as we have discussed on the daily time frame, if we a bit contract the chart, that could lead for us some sort of the head and shoulders. The market will really reach this 1618 extension. So take a look, that could be the left shoulder, head, and that could start the right shoulder. That's also impossible. Why not? Butterflies very often becomes the part of the head and shoulders pattern, and the head could be the free drive. That's really also possible. We have discussed the combination of compounding of the patterns in our Forex military school. This is, as you can see, interesting by itself, and particularly speaking by the larger pattern that could be formed on the daily time frame chart.